Are you looking for money and would like a short-term loan? Well, you're in luck. I can lend you anywhere from 5,000 up to 100,000. That of course depends on how much money you make. And that money is available to you each month. And all you need to do is pay me back the whole amount and I won't charge you interest for it. Does that sound good enough? But what if I can't afford to pay you the whole amount? Then how does that work out? Well, in that case, all you need to do is pay me a certain percentage of that amount, maybe something like 5%, and I'll call that the minimum balance. And once you pay me that, then I'll simply roll over your balance to the next month and you can continue paying that other month. And then if you don't finish that month, again, you just need to pay a minimum balance, maybe 5% or 7%. And of course, the only condition is the moment you don't pay the whole amount in a certain month and it rolls over to a second month, then I charge you some interest. And it's not that much, maybe something like 3.5% or 4%. Does that sound like a good enough deal to you? My name is Savata, and in this video, we're going to look at the advantages and the disadvantages that are associated with a credit card. If you're new to the channel or haven't yet subscribed, then please subscribe. Make sure you also click the notification bell to enable notifications so that you can get notified every time that a new video gets uploaded. A credit card is sort of like your regular ATM card. The difference is that instead of spending your own money, you'll be spending the bank's money. Then at the end of the month, you pay them whatever money you owe them based on how much you spent that month. So if you pay the full amount, then normally you won't get charged interest. But if at all you fail to pay the full amount, and then they will charge you a certain amount of interest, and you only need to pay a certain portion of that balance, which is called the minimum balance. So based on your individual circumstances, this can be a good or a bad provision. So we'll first start looking at the advantages that would come with the use of a credit card. The first advantage a credit card has is that you get to pay your balance over a period of several months. This is very beneficial, especially if you need a product or service there and then, but you do not have the money to pay for it. For example, if you wanted to cover some medical expenses. Credit cards are an excellent tool if you're trying to build credit. Your credit history is your track record of borrowing money and paying it back. Each time you open a new credit card account, the lender reports that activity to a credit reporting bureau. They'll also report if you miss a payment or are frequently paying late installments. By making frequent purchases and keeping current with your repayments, you can quickly build a respectable credit history. Your credit score affects whether or not you can get a loan at a good interest rate, and in some cases it can also determine whether or not you'll be allowed to rent a building. By using credit cards wisely, you can boost your credit score in just a few months. Some credit cards give you the ability to earn rewards that can be redeemed for cash, gift cards, airline miles, or other merchandise. The more you use your credit card, the more rewards that you earn. You can choose to either redeem your rewards or you can save them and keep them so that they accumulate. If you use a credit card for routine expenses, then these rewards can add up quickly and this can be a worthwhile advantage. Credit cards are more secure than debit cards in that they are not directly linked to your bank account. For example, someone were to steal your debit card details and then they have the ability to get all the money that you have in your account. Now, of course, you can file a fraud report with your bank and then wait for them to reverse all those charges that were billed. But in the meantime, while you're waiting for that process to go on, you have no money left and your account balance will be at zero. So if you come up with an emergency and you need money, then you won't have access to that money. But on the other hand, if it's your credit card details that get stolen and the person uses your credit card to make a few unauthorized purchases, It's not your money that gets lost, but rather it's the bank's money. So while the bank is in the process of verifying that you have been a victim of fraud, you don't lose your actual money. So the money in your regular bank account will still be safe and you can still use it if you need it. Our video on 12 ways to use your money wisely highlighted that you need to have an emergency fund in which you have saved at least 6 months worth of expenses in case you are ever laid off, you have a medical emergency, or you will face any unforeseen event. If you haven't yet watched that video, then please do so after watching this one, and the link will be placed in the video description. So in as much as having an emergency fund is a good idea, it is not always possible, and that's where a credit card comes in. A credit card can help you juggle unforeseen expenses, and to give yourself maximum flexibility, you should keep the lowest possible balance on a credit card, and it should have a high spending limit. We'll now consider a few disadvantages associated with the use of a credit card. Despite the convenience of credit cards, the cost of borrowing is usually higher than that of a traditional loan. Most credit cards come with a high interest rate, they have service fees attached, and you also get charged late repayment fees if you don't pay your balance on time. Additionally, most credit cards allow you to withdraw a certain amount of cash, but unfortunately the interest charged on such cash advances will be much higher than what you'll be charged for normal purchases. Just by virtue of you having a credit card, you're already at a risk of fraud and identity theft. And thieves don't even need to steal your actual physical card in order to get your information. They can simply hack into a company's information network, for example an online store, and they can steal information from thousands of customers, and then they can use that stolen information to make fraudulent purchases. This can be made worse if you are unaware of the breach to your credit card info and someone keeps making transactions on your credit card without your knowledge, till so much time has passed that you can't even dispute these transactions with the credit card company. Wouldn't you agree that credit cards make it too easy to spend money? Depending on your credit card limit, a new credit card may suddenly give you access to more funds than you've had in the past, making it easy to overspend if you're not disciplined. When you're not spending physical cash, it's easy to become detached from spending. Swiping a piece of plastic does not trigger the pain receptors in your brain the way spending cash does. If you're not careful, it's easy to fall into suffocating debt. It all comes down to being careful with your money. Your future income is reduced each time you use a credit card because you're borrowing money that you don't have. A portion of your future income will go towards repaying your credit card balance. The more debt you're in, the harder it becomes to pay off. Continuously using your credit card while only making the minimum monthly payments increases your debt and decreases your future income. Your credit score is tied directly to how you use your credit card. If you rack up large credit card debt or you make your monthly payments late, then your credit score will begin to drop. Low credit scores will affect more than just your ability to purchase products and services. A low credit score can also affect your professional life. A low credit score affects your ability to use credit in circumstances where you need it the most. For example, when you want to take up a loan to invest or even to purchase property. At the same time, it also demonstrates to employers and even possible business partners that you're not financially responsible. Having looked at both the good and the bad, the final verdict as to whether a credit card is a good or bad choice lies upon each individual, as each person's circumstances and intended use would vary. If you already own a credit card or you're planning on getting one and you would like to know how best to make use of it, we'll cover that in a future video. If you're looking to hire a freelancer for services such as voiceover, web design, video editing and animation, content writing and translation, digital marketing, and many other services, then try Fiverr. You can find hundreds of professional and highly skilled freelancers who can get your work done in record time at reasonable prices. Some of the advantages of using Fiverr include: 1. There's guaranteed payment protection, because payment is only released to the freelancer once you're pleased and approve of the work that you get. 2. You already know the price upfront. You can find any service within minutes and know exactly what you're going to pay. No hourly rates, just a fixed price. 3. They have 24/7 customer service. Fiverr is there for you. Anything from answering questions to resolving issues at any time that you want to reach them. Check out the affiliate links in this video's description to get started and get unrivaled expertise trusted by the world's biggest brands. If you would like to advertise your products or services on our platform, then don't hesitate to contact us. You can send us an email or you can directly message us on our Facebook page, and we'll be able to get in touch with you and find out how best we can help your business grow. If you like what we do here and would like to sponsor us so that we can continue producing educative content like this one, then consider becoming a Patreon by going to patreon.com/EncellaDome and become a patron so that you can keep us financially healthy. We've come to the end of the video, and thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends so that they can also benefit one or two things.